The Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Here's Paul. Following the basket by Freak. Griffin dishes to Crawford. Off target from three-point range. Magic leading by 8. Here's Freak. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. Freak sets a screen for Oladipo. Out left to the wing. And a wide open look for Freak. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. It's deflected. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Terrell Arthur. He's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And Fournier subbed in for Victor Oladipo. And then for the Clippers, Jeff Green is checked in for Varejao. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. John Henson's checked in for Orlando. Hezonja comes in for Lance Thomas. Smith checked in for the Clippers. Bargnani comes in for Evan Turner. Green left side. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Freak with it. Now Smith defending. And stolen by Redick. Plays it in off the breakaway.
That's really how they're going to get back into this game, trim the lead. I mean, play tough defense, force some turnovers, and then push it to the other end.
And Clark, those steals allow you to play in the open floor.
And that one's good.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Screen by Smith. Paul passes to Smith. That's good.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for free. Vucevic checked in for John Henson. Gordon comes in for Terrell Arthur. Checked in for Hezonja. And it's Jennings in for Payton. And then for Los Angeles, Griffin's checked in for Smith. Turner comes in for Bargnani. And it's Crawford in for Paul. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Jennings out there with Freak. And it's Fournier in at the 3 slot. This is out there for Orlando.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Orlando leading by 12. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris. Players are capable of playing.
And, you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Here's Freak following the basket by Blake Griffin. That's good from Jennings on the assist by Freak. Jennings has got the lead up to 14 now for Orlando. The Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And Griffin, here we go. Redick for 3. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Crawford. No good with the triple.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Shots good by Turner. Turner's got his first basket of the night.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. Key stops and then try to get out in transition for some easy ones.
Here's Fournier. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Just 5 to shoot, and the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Orlando. Freak kicks to Fournier. Here's Freak. Cranes the three-pointer. Freak's got 23.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
This is to Reddick. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Crawford with another miss.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Now here's Turner. Following the miss by Aaron Gordon. It's Crawford with the drive. Just 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
They get it back. Gordon, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Gordon's got 5 points so far.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Fans, get ready for your Magic Answers.
Orlando going with the ball. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Magic lead by 20. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, here with Doc Rivers. And, Doc, so far in this game, do you feel like the team is struggling getting good looks?
I don't mind the shots. They're good shots for the most part. I would like extra.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Anderson Varejao is out there with Griffin. And it's Turner in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Paul. After the made shot from Nikola.
He's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
Clippers trail by 19. Now the pass to Varejao. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And that one's good. Griffin's got 6.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Freak. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And the Magic making a change here. Fournier is checked in. The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Picked by Varejao. On the wing, Turner. He tries for 3. Shot is no good. The Magic go the other way with it.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
The dish to Fournier. There's the pick. Out to the wing. Freak with it. Griffin's there. And it's Freak missing. Al Paul. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And he gets it to go.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Now here's Freak, defended by Paul. The shot's good from Fournier.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Paul. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. That is good. And it's 7 points for Aaron Gordon.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Fans, get ready for your Magic Answers.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Blake Griffin. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved, and they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half, and Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Now here's Jennings. After the miss from Evan Turner, Jennings kicks to Freak. The three, and he gets it to go. Freak's got 31 points.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Outside Turner. Down low, looking to end the run. And Griffin with the layup. Griffin's got 8.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
Now here's Freak. He's got 31. And here's Reddick. Kicks to Griffin. Outside Turner. Shoots a 3. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. 8 points for Evan Turner.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Jennings with the bucket.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. John Henson's checked in for Vucevic. Arthur comes in for Thomas. Hezonja, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Payton in for Brandon Jennings. And then for the Clippers, Bargnani comes in for Jason Smith. And it's Green in for Evan Turner.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
Griffin a screen on Payton. Paul dishes to Griffin. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they've bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
Now here's Freak. Payton kicks to Freak. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
Stripped it away. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Jackson. And stolen by Freak. That will count. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Orlando out in front, opening up a huge gap. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Here's Roberts. John Henson out there with Arthur. Then there's Payton. Then there's Jennings. And it's Hezonja in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Here's Roberts. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Roberts got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Clippers. Henson with the screen.
Move the ball. Stick it to
Payton against Williams. Payton passes to Hezonja. 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Roberts. Shoots. Will not go. This is off the front iron. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Hezonja. His three-pointers off the mark. The Clippers shooting 41% for the game. Williams kicks to Roberts. Back to Williams. Here's Barnes on the floor for Orlando. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Bargnani. Crawford comes in for Green. J.J. Redick's checked in for Mo Williams. And Paul subbed in for Brian Roberts. And he gets it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Paul, no one around him. Los Angeles with another miss. Magic leading by 23. Astro Oladipo. The feed to Freak. Trains the three-pointer. Freak's got 39.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Back to Oladipo. Out left to the wing. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Stolen by Varejão. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Paul goes in. They get the rebound. Nice shot by Smith.
Well, you've got to like the focus that they're showing here in the second half. I see a lot more effort as well. I mean, it's amazing when you lock in mentally and bring some energy and intensity, things can pick up in a positive way for you.
Here's Fournier. The Clippers getting the bucket. Shot clock at 6. Here's Freak. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Freak's got 41.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
And it's Paul penetrating. Here's Varejão. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Gordon's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Freak, defended by Paul. Freak dishes to Fournier. The kick out to Oladipo. Here's Freak. Kept alive Orlando. The second chance effort. No good. In and out off the rim.
He tried to throw the spin move into his act that time. It worked about as well as you'd expect, Kev. That's not his game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Magic.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And that'll finish the season series between these two. It's clear who had the better game plan and better execution. And that's why they'll be finishing up the year 2-0 against the Clippers.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Freak. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Here's Freak following the basket by Chris Paul. Here's Freak. High shot from 10 feet out.
Settle down.
Freak's got 45 points.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Again, Griffin missing. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in